And we are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mrs. Superfly.
Hello, Jody.
I am leaving the screen open.
Okay.
I'm going to take off the thing and start into it.
Okay.
All right. Wow. What a day, what a day. It has been a beautiful day. I've been bouncing around today.
What a difference a day makes.
What a difference a day makes. Is that you who just entered in? I wonder if that's you. Oh,
I'm still logging.
Darth Thrifter. The Sith is in the house. I got something for you, Sith. Boom. Congratulations,
He's
Sith.
driving and heading home, but he's here.
He's here. He's driving home.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the Sith.
Yes.
He made it over the 10K subscriber mark today.
Woohoo.
And he caught a whack of different fish. And he made it over 300 subscribers or 300 likes today for his video. Oh yeah, Sith. I prepared for you, brother. I prepared for you.
Yeah.
And so that you're not in suspense, I'll take this fly out of the vise. Checked it. Well, I don't know if you can see, but this is the Sith fly that I made for the Sith. This wonderful articulated fly. And it's got the nice repeller bill on there, so when I cast it, it's gonna wiggle through the water. And I am gonna fish this when I go out. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, hopefully one day this week for sure. I usually fish on Mondays and Tuesdays, or Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on which day is better. But I am gonna fish this, and I got some pictures. I'll put it on your community tab for you, Sith. And then I'm going to fish this in honor of the Sith. This is the 10K Sith fly right here. The 10K Sith fly. Oh, who else we got? We got the mother of the Superfly is in here. We got Miss Superfly in here. Yes. I would send you one of these, Sith, but unfortunately, mailing to the States, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos, is almost next to ridiculously impossible. But in honor of that, I will definitely fish this for you, and I will honor you again in that video when I do get out. And this one's for you, big guy. So I hope you like it. I made the eyes red, the back black, and the bottom that nice purpley color. It's metallic purple. It doesn't shine as much on camera as it does in person, but you can guarantee this is a very Sith color. This fly is going to use the Force. Absolutely.
Hey, Dominic.
Dominic's in the house. Sexy colors. Sexy. Yeah, so that one's for you, Sith. And thank you for honoring me by visiting. And just make sure you drive safely to get home. We don't want no accidents.
Caden's asking if that's a crankbait fly.
Caden's in the house. Yes, Caden. It's kind of like a crankbait fly. So it's like a repeller. See this lip on the front is a plastic lip, and it's articulated. It swims like a repeller. So it's a very floaty repeller kind of fly. And this one's in honor of our good friend the Sith. The Dark Thrifter. He, boy, oh boy, we were excited. We were partying today in his chats, chatting it up, and we got him over the 10K mark, 10,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Super cool. Super cool. We were just one by one. They just kept coming and coming and coming, and like, bam, we got him there. So party. Caden says hello, Miss Superfly.
I said hello.
Oh, okay. You already said hello. There you go. Yes. So incredible news. So we are super happy for Sith.
You got nothing in your vise, honey?
I got nothing in my vise, But I
What's
am
you
gonna.
tying today?
You know what? I'm gonna show you guys a tadpole pattern,
Okay.
but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek until a certain person comes in here. I tied a fly
Oh yes.
for our good friend Papa.
Yeah, if he makes it in.
If Papa makes it in, we'll get to see it. Hopefully, he makes it in today. This is the fly I tied for Papa. So I don't know if you guys have been to Fishing with Papa's channel, but and definitely check out the Sith's channel. Now that we got him past the 10K, we need to get him to the 20K. So let's go, gang. We're gonna get Sith to the 20K. To the moon, Sith. To the moon. I'm all in. But yeah, I made this for Papa, Fishing with Papa. I call this the Copper Papa Popper.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mouthful. But let me just spin the vise. Obviously, this copper bit in the end is the copper part, and yeah, it's a popper style. I put the popper head on it, and I put some nice white rubbery legs to set it off, and yeah, some nice red eyes like a rock bass or a smallmouth. And I think this fly
What is it called? Fishing Papa?
Fishing with Papa.
Oh, Fishing with Papa.
Yeah. What did Dominic say? Jody, I went fly fishing today for the first time at Natawawa River, and what a humbling experience it was. Excellent. Excellent. Did you catch any? We'll have to talk more about that, Dom.
Yeah.
We need to get his first time, so that we're gonna get him.
Nice.
We gotta get you all set up, Dom.
Very nice.
Changing lives, one fly at a time. In honor of my brother Danny Mosley, I tie the best flies you'll ever fish if you ever fish them. So any of
Sith also said you're ultra creative.
yes,
You're crazy, he said.
I am crazy. I mean, there's two types of crazy, right, guys? You know, there's the good crazy and the bad crazy. Well, I'm the good crazy, and but crazy is definitely fun. The crazy people have fun, and you know what? It's just life is better to be crazy. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. If Papa comes in, I'm definitely gonna pull it out and show him again. But I want to show you guys this other thing since we're all here.
Sith did mention that earlier in the chat.
What did he mention?
He said the tick.
Oh yes, the tick.
Before you brought out the Papa fly.
So here's the tick. It looks ginormous on camera, but I'm telling you, it's a very tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny.
The tiny ticks. I'm freaking them out now.
Yeah.
The giant ticks are invading. The giant ticks are invading. But this is the tick, and I'm gonna try and fish the tick on next time I'm out. But as you see, it's pretty small. But those are deer ticks.
Dominic said he was glad no one was around to watch. He'd be embarrassed.
You know what, Dominic? We all started somewhere, man.
Yeah.
The super fly. When I first started fly fishing, I didn't have anybody to teach me properly or show me any tips or tricks or let me know how easy it was. And I ended up getting 3 holes in the ear. I hooked my ear 3 times, so I got earrings, or I used to have earrings, because when I was first started out, I was like, I got to cover up those holes in the ear. So I used to have three earrings, but now that I know how to fly fish, I took them out. Yes. Did I say hello to my mother?
No, I did.
Hello, Mother.
She said hi, babe.
Crystal Sharpe, the mother of all superflies, is in the house. She's my mom. She's my best friend, other than my wife, Maria, and Jesus. She's my best friend, and I love them both. I love to fish with them and go out fishing. I don't know what this week's going to be. Mom has a pinch in her neck, so hopefully that heals up. It's been a couple of days since that happened, so hopefully, Ma, you get healed up, and we get out fishing. If you don't, that's okay, but we'll figure it out. But we love you, Ma. We love you so much. Here's a dragonfly I tied earlier today. Also, I tied a lot of flies today. I was really, while I was watching the Sith fish.
A dragonfly nymph?
This is a dragonfly nymph. Yeah,
You showed us that on Thursday.
I know. I tied another one. I'm just showing you guys what I tied. I'm also looking forward to fishing this. I didn't get a chance last week. I tied this a couple of weeks back. This is another sort of like it's a cross between an articulated streamer and a booby fly.
See, again,
What
it
am I?
doesn't show the vibrancy
Yeah.
of the color of it, really.
We all know in
Okay.
we all know in
Okay.
YouTube land that
Okay.
the vibrant colors do not show up as
Yeah.
nice as they
Yeah.
could. They get washed out. But these little articulated booby changers, I'm looking super forward to trying these out.
Kaden said you should tie a realistic articulated floating mouse fly.
I got one. You want to see it?
You got many.
I got many, Caden.
Many.
Okay, Caden. Give me a second, Caden.
And they're gross. Thank you very much.
The Miss Superfly might get freaked out because she doesn't like mice, but
No.
they are a good. So just to show you, Caden, here's a box full of. This is not all the mice I have. This is just a small fraction, and then I got some froggies and other things on this. But let me show Caden some mice.
Oh, goodness.
So I'll start with the mother of all mice right here. This one is called the Mamma Mia mouse. So they're nice and fuzzy on the bottom, and they have articulated. They're articulated in the middle, and here, let me try and get it better. Their legs are articulated. The tail's nice and swimmy, and they got articulation in the middle, and they swim in the water really, really nice. And if you want to catch bass, pike, trout, any of those fish, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, pike, muskie, things like that, this is the mouse for that. And it's a significantly large.
He thought they were real dead ones.
No, it's not. It's not a real dead one.
He thought-
One of these days I'll tie the Mamma Mia. And then if you want to shrink it down, this is the non-articulated Mamma Mia. So this is like a half size mouse. Still the legs are articulated, but this is like half of the size of that one. And then if you want to catch panfish like small or not smallmouth, but smallmouth will eat these too, but half the size of that other size is and just to show you the size difference, this is a much smaller mouse. This mouse here will catch you bluegills, rock bass, crappies I've caught on there, sunfish have taken this. So if you're catching those type of fish, this one will catch those. So those are the mice patterns. And then you can just do different colors, right? Like different colors of
Jerry
mice.
said they use dead mice from the pet store for pike. Jerry.
Hey, Jerry Hat. How you doing, brother? Welcome in. Love you guys. And then switching from the mice, then we can tie frog patterns. I got all my little frog patterns. So these are generally good for bass. So that's them. And since I got the box out, I might as well show you one or two
He
more.
said, can we see frogs too?
He wants to see them again?
Frogs.
There's the frog, Caden. These are cool. These catch. I caught one day I was out. I caught 250 bass on one of these frogs.
Mm.
Smallmouth bass. So, and then since I got the box out, I never fish with this guy, but I tied this cool turtle pattern. He's all wiggly and he's got articulated legs there at the bottom underneath.
Turtle, yep. That's right.
This is the side. For all the Ninja Turtle lovers out there, I know all us fishermen are like, dang, them turtles stealing our baits again.
Turtle Power said it.
Turtle power,
He
indeed.
also said you should open a Spotify store.
A spot. I know.
People would love
I
you back
know.
there.
And
Oh,
back
that's cute.
back to the froggies. This is an American toad
That's cute.
that I tied up. Now I'm going to tell you that the toad I have never caught a fish on yet.
Oh,
I think the reason is they don't taste very good. Toads have a chemical secretion that they secrete out of their skin
oh,
when they get scared or when they get attacked.
interesting.
So they don't taste very well. Not too many things eat toads, believe it or not.
Interesting.
So I think that's why I've never
Yeah.
caught anything on this. But it doesn't mean I won't ever. And I keep trying just for the fact that maybe one day I will. But frogs do not secrete that same.
Right.
So
Jordan asked, what's your smallest realistic fly?
my smallest realistic fly,
If you know off the top of your head.
I think it was mosquito.
Oh, yes.
I showed it in my last live. I showed the mosquito. I can't pull it. It's on the wall right now, so I'm not gonna take it off the wall, but I'll show it. You know what? I'll take a picture and I'll post it in my community after my live, and then you can see it.
There you go.
Jerry, I forgot to mention, I checked out the dog biscuit fly, which is a spun deer hair fly. I'm assuming you knew that because you challenged me to tie it. So I know you knew it. I have to find my deer fur. I don't use it all that often. When I find it, I will either make a video or maybe next week's live, I will tie that for you. So if you want to see that, I will.
How about you make a video? 'Cause
I might make a video.
You know when you use the real first, honey?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a video because Mrs. Superfly is allergic to deer fur.
Any of your furs? I would
Yeah,
have to take that pill first.
she gets like stuffy and allergy, so I'm not gonna do it live because she's always here with me live. I'll make a video of it
Yeah.
because then I can do it when she's not in the room and whatever. But I will get to that one.
This is nice. Thank you.
You are very welcome, my friend. And then this is my garter snake for all you snake lovers out there. So I tied this garter snake fly. Yeah, it's cool. It's got a little lip, very, very repellent like in the water. And the last thing I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to move on and actually tie a fly. Oh, hey, Trudge is in the house. Welcome in, Trudge. Welcome in. Thank you guys for all showing. Congratulate the Sith guys. He made it over that 10K subscriber mark today. So we're kind of celebrating the Sith a bit today, showing the love. What a party that was. So I tied this salamander. And it's got a very articulated tail. I like.
So Sith is going, honey.
Okay, ouch. I hooked myself with that salamander.
Hasn't eaten yet. He has to shower.
All right, Sith. You get yourself all cleaned up. You worked hard today, brother. You earned it. You earned yourself a good meal. He was playing hard today. Love you, brother. Catch you on the next one, for sure.
Um, Jerry, remind me. Jerry asked, "Have you ever tied a duckling fly?"
A
Duckling fly.
duckling fly. I have actually. I don't know where it is at the moment. Again, I can show it to you. I'll post it up in the community tab for you. By the way, guys and girls, feel free to post your stuff in my community tab. That's why I opened it up. Right now, it's a Jody has flies tab, but we all know that. So if you guys catch fish or you get out and you're fishing, you don't have to be fly fishing. If you are, that's super cool. But whether you're fly fishing or regular fishing or whatever, put your catches in there. If you guys tie your own flies, put your flies in there. That's a tab where we can all enjoy each other's stuff, and I want to see what you guys do just as much as you guys want to see what I do. So that's a place, when you're here with me, we're all family, right? So yeah, feel free to just post your stuff in there, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do. I definitely post in your guys's chat community tabs. So all of you who open your tabs, I take advantage of it. So that's why I open mine so that you guys can also take advantage of it.
King Killa is here.
King Killa's in the house. What's up, brother?
Did you watch his short catching on Paul Wolferine's lure? Did
You
see that?
know,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think I did.
Jerry did.
But I will go check it out for sure. I will go check it out. All right, for the moment, I'm going to remove Sith's congratulation
Yes,
because
he's gone.
he's not here and it's taking up a bit of real estate, but it is forever in the video.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna remove that now. If G-Man makes it in, if he does,
Yeah, you can show
I got a happy birthday for G-Man. I'm gonna post it up right this minute for a minute, just so that it's in the video.
Oh,
And
sure.
I'm gonna wish him a happy birthday. If he shows up, I'll put it up again.
Yeah.
But G-Man, I just want to take a second to tell everybody, G-Man had a cool day as well.
Yes.
He was doing an interview on
Yeah.
Fishy Things
Yeah.
channel today, which he called me out. Him and Papa were both on Fishy Things in the last week. Today was G-Man. Last Sunday was Papa. And they're both like, have you seen the Superfly? They called me out. So thank you guys for that. I everywhere I go, people are calling me out, and I just got to say I love you guys for that, and I appreciate all the warm wishes, all the welcomes, all the good feelings, and I'm very well received where I go, and thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I went into a couple chats today. Everybody was throwing their caps on. So I could see the screen better. So I appreciate that too. You guys are incredible. And thank you so much. And hey, we're up to 182 subscribers on our channel.
Yeah.
So thank you. You guys are the heroes of that.
Thank you.
I love you guys and girls so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so G-Man's birthday is today.
Yeah.
So I made this for G-Man. Happy birthday, big guy. Thanks again for showing me out. G-Man yesterday caught a huge 10-foot sturgeon. It's a big sturgeon.
Wow.
So if you haven't been to G-Man's channel, go check out the G-Man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's and today he caught another sturgeon.
Wow.
So G-Man's rocking the house.
Very good.
So having a good birthday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So happy birthday, G-Man. If we see him in the chat, let him know. I will pop that back up.
I'll let you know.
But I just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. yeah, another cool thing happened to me. Uh, as I don't know if you guys know from last week, I think I shown my some of my other channels and Facebook and whatever. Um, my Gathering of God's Children channel, which only has 10 subscribers because it's new. It's really new. It's only like a week or two old. Um, I was able to live stream on it. I thought I needed 50 subscribers because I mean that's what we're all led to believe, right? You need 50 subscribers to live stream on a channel, but they let me live stream. So tomorrow or depending on which day I don't fish this week, uh, I am going to be hopefully live streaming on there. And that's just a channel for anybody of faith in God and Jesus. If you have faith in the Lord and you want to go there, we worship, we pray, we do Bible studies, and that is a designated channel for that. So if you need any prayer or you need any talk, or if you want to learn about more about the Lord or the Bible, feel free to subscribe, guys. Feel free to join up, and we appreciate it, and we'd love to have you. But no pressure. If that's not your thing, absolutely no pressure. Superfly's not here to pressure or anybody, but we are here to welcome you. So if you want to come by, feel welcome to come by. Okay.
So what are you tying again?
So I'm
It's a
gonna
mouthful.
now that yeah. So now that I've done all my ramblings and chattings, we're
Jerry
good.
has to go. He works in a bit.
Oh,
He
w-
said good night.
work always gets in the way of our fishing careers, eh, Jerry? I hear you, man.
7 hours he goes to work.
Oh,
In 7 hours.
wow. You need some sleep.
Yes.
Need some sleep. You get some rest, Jerry, and you're always welcome anytime. And I will make a video about the dog biscuit, and I will throw that up on my channel for you. All right, buddy. Be safe. And for everybody else, I'm gonna lower my camera back down to my vise, and we will get a hook. It seems a little blurry now for some reason. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in on my vise. That might be a bit better. Too much. Let's try that.
That's nice.
Let's try that. Here,
Yeah.
let's see if Papa's fly shows up in there. I think that's good.
Oh, nice, Jody.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I voided my warranty on my camera so that I could adjust the zooms because my regular Logitech camera, you can't adjust the zoom. So I had to pop off the cover so I could adjust the manual zoom on it. So for a tadpole, this tadpole I'm going to tie is an American tadpole, American toad tadpole. They are black and they are tasty, and I catch tons and tons of fish on them. So I don't know when they are in the tadpole stage, maybe they don't taste as bad as they do when they're adults. So we're going to start with, I better tell you what size hook, eh? Before I get all carried away here. We're going to start with a size 4 gapped egg hook. Just so you know, you can also tie this on a straight hook. We're going to attach the fly, the thread, below the eye of the hook. And we're going to wrap around past the point of the hook down to the bend of the hook. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go back up one more time and then back. And you just get, you only have to do loose wraps. You don't have to do tight wraps. And then I got a feather from a feather boa, but you can use black marabou if you have. But these black feathers are kind of marabou-like. But you want whatever feather you want it to be. God bless you, by the way, Miss Superfly. You want it to be a very soft hackle. So we're going to take a section of that, probably about this much.
Fishing with Ferg.
Hey, Ferg's in the house. How's it going, brother? I was in a chat with you just before you went to church today. God bless you, brother Ferg. Okay, so we're making a tadpole, and we're attaching our marabou so that it sticks out the end, and this is going to be the tail of our tadpole. And normally on a lot of flies, I will stick some crystal flash or something flashy in the tail, but tadpoles are very, very black and very discreet sort of fly. So just the marabou is going to do for that. This is a very simple fly. And there's a couple of ways to tie it. I'm going to show you two different ways. I'm going to show you the easier of the two first, and then I'm going to show you the harder of the two. So the first way is pretty simple. You're going to take some black fun foam, 1 millimeter fun foam, and you want a section of it double the length of the hook. So you're going to cut that off. And it doesn't have to be super, super wide. So this is pretty wide. So I'm going to cut a little bit off of that. Probably about 1.5 millimeters worth of foam. I'm going to cut off that because you just want a very thin little strip. And then I'm going to put the foam on the hook in reverse of what you think. So instead of putting it on the back, I'm going to face it coming out past the eye of the hook. I'm going to tie it on and make sure that, pull that little flap up and make sure I don't cover up the eye of the hook. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our thread.
Bambi made it. It was raining really bad, but she made it.
Hey, Bambi! We love you, Bambi. Bambi's in the house. Bambi's in the house. Okay, so now what we're going to do for this little tadpole is we're going to just take some black dubbin and we're going to dub it from the front to the back. And we're just going to finger dub it on.
Jimmy 5876 is here.
Jimmy, welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going, brother? And we're just going to work our way along. And we're just putting a little bit in at a time because it's, as you guys have been watching me for a while, it's always easier to add a little bit in, and it's always harder to take dubbing out. All the cool people are joining us today. Okay, and then when we get to the end, we're going to just fold over that foam, and we're going to just tie it down right at the bend of the hook. And then we're going to lift up that little extra piece. Take some curved round scissors. And if you don't have round scissors, you can still do it with a straight scissor, but you got to be careful. But I do have round scissors. So I'm going to just take my rounded scissors and I'm just going to cut that rounded like so. And then we're going to tie it off using the 2-fingered half-hitch method. So if you don't know that, you take your 2 fingers, you put them on your thread, you twist your wrist like this, then you can slide the thread wherever you want. And I usually twist it through twice. And then you can adjust that little loop as big or small as you want. We only need a little one for this fly. And you can pretty much, like if you have little legs or whatever, you can go through and you can tie your fly off right at the back point.
Cat's here.
Cool Cat?
Yep.
Cool Cat! My brother Cool Cat is in the house. And then you can just snip it off. And you can fish it like this. This is completely fishable. But I see how the black is like really, really black on the bottom and really black in the tail and kind of like a light on the top. I like it to be all really black. I don't know if you guys have seen an American toad tadpole. I'm sure most of you have. I want to blend it in so that it looks really, really black. So I'm going to take some of my black nail polish.
Honey, do you know Wary Many? Am I pronouncing it right?
Where many?
Oh, okay.
Where many?
Yeah. Have you chatted
A
with them?
two for the price of one. Cool Cat's it. ALT. Yes. If I don't know, then I will know after. But anyways, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So this tadpole, guys, is incredibly great for bluegills, sunfish. I have caught perch on it, rock bass, crappies. I have caught smallmouth on it. I have caught very small largemouth on it. And I've never fished it for trout, so I don't know how it will work for trout because the water is a little flowing, and anywhere where there's like a lake situation or a pond situation where the water is not moving as much, you will find the American toad, which means you will find the American tadpole, toad tadpole. So these are really good for that. They're super floaty. What is you laughing at?
Well, Cool Cat says I get to give 2 likes with my alt account. So Where Many is Cool Cat? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming.
2 for the price.
This is Cool Cat's alt.
Okay.
And then after I said hi, he said hi, hey Jody, and then he said I get to give 2 likes.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Cool
Yeah,
Cat.
he said it's me. Yeah.
Cool Cat's starting to be like me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I have 6 accounts,
Oh,
six
yeah.
6 channels, and I go around and use them. So 4 channels I actually do stuff with, like post up videos
Yes.
and whatever. The other 2 are, one is for lurking when I don't want anybody to know it's me. And the other, sometimes you just need to do that. And the other channel is just a cool name that I just use because I like it.
Okay.
The Fishing Homie. I won't tell you the other name because it might be in your channel I'm lurking in.
Right.
But the Fishing Homie is me. Superflies is me.
Yeah.
Laugh Out Loud Puppets is me.
That's us, yeah.
God's beloved puppet channel is me. And then, of course, now the Gathering of God's Children is also me.
Okay.
So that's all of me for you guys out there.
Okay.
And yes, I use them all. Hey, monsters in the house. So yeah, I use them all to share and like and subscribe to you guys on all your channels. Not only that, when I'm in any one of those channels, if you guys pop up, because I put the notifications on, if I'm in a channel, then I can get it right away and know to come and visit you guys.
That's cool.
The only thing here's one thing I don't like about getting more popular on YouTube. The thing is, I come and visit all you guys, right? And obviously you guys come back and subscribe to me. I subscribe to you. Okay, great. But the thing is, in the first couple of weeks of going to people's channels, I was able to go visit everybody. I could spend a lot of time in everybody's channel, really chatting it up, really getting deep into those channels. But now the more channels I go to, because if you guys subscribe to me and the more I hang out with you guys, then I have to share my love around. So I have when I'm only like 10, 15 minutes in your channels versus a couple of hours with you guys.
Oh,
So
okay.
I kind of feel sad about that because
Okay.
I love spending time with each and every one of you, but I also need to give everybody a bit of love. So the more love you share, the less each person gets.
Okay.
Now there's still days where I can come and, you know, come into your channels and spend a lot of time, but there are other days where you all seem to be live streaming at one
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and on those days it's like, who do I go to and when
Yes.
can I get there?
Yeah.
And I it kind of it's so it's joyful and sad at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that.
I'm sure you all
Yeah.
you guys live streaming experience this. You know,
Yeah.
you pop in, say your hellos, get every get the adjust of the situation, and then you're and I we all move together, so we're all like, oh, didn't I just see you in another chat? Didn't I just see you in another chat? Because you know what, we can only spend a little bit of time in each. And the bigger we get, each one of us, some of us, like I'm still pretty small, but some of us have like thousands and thousands of subscribers. And when you start getting thousands of subscribers, then you start getting thinner and thinner, right? So, but anyways, enough with the depressing stuff. I love you guys, and I'm glad I get to see you guys and subscribe to you guys. And
That looks good. Is that done?
this is done.
Oh,
This is done now, so it's nice and dark.
that should do well.
I wish my camera wasn't so blurry today. I
I,
don't know why my camera is acting blurry today.
I think it looks good.
I want to get it so that these guys can see it. It looks like a blurry little black blob.
Not to me.
There we go. That looks a bit better.
Yeah.
See the focus? How from like it's literally only like that far that I'm moving it, but the focus it goes out of focus so easy. So that's close to the camera. And then if I put it back by the vise, it blurs up again.
Yes, it does. So close up is nice.
So it's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
But anyways, this is a good fly. I've been tying some. Last week I was talking to the Mr. Superfly, and I'm like, you know what? I need to tie some simpler stuff for you guys, especially if you guys are like beginning in fly tying or fly fishing, because this is pretty easy stuff. I was tying a lot of complicated stuff, and yeah, it looks real cool. But at the same time, if you're new to fly fishing or fly tying, you're going to be like, maybe I don't want to get into it because it's so complicated. So I thought I better show you guys some easy stuff so that you know that it doesn't have to be rocket science. Like, I tie these really fancy stuff. You guys know 60,000 hours I've been doing it. So like 35 years. But I started with simple stuff too, guys. And you know what? More often than not, the simple stuff catches just as many or more fish than the crazy stuff. So don't let it intimidate you guys. Don't let it intimidate you because it's fun. Like Dominic's starting to get into it. A lot of guys are like, "Hey, I should get into fly fishing." It is a lot of fun. Um, my mom, who doesn't fly fish in the sense that she doesn't have a fly rod, she has the plastic bubble method. She has the plastic bubble method, and a lot of these flies you can put under a plastic bubble and fish them at like all wet flies. If it's a wet fly, you can stick it under a plastic bubble and jig it along. I've got a tons of flies that work that way. So, and if you have like for example, if you're not interested in actually fly casting, you can put them under any kind of float and fish them, or you can drop shot flies. So a lot of flies you can use the drop shot method. So if you just have a regular spinning rod, or I'm assuming a bait caster, you can use the drop shot method and fish flies that way. So the good thing about fly tying and fly fishing is there's a lot of interchanging stuff you can do. Um, I don't do this often, but there have been situations where you can fish like live worms or corn on a fly rod. Um, so like you can use like a live bait on a fly rod. Uh, Now the whipping action is a little harder on those baits, so that is a fact. But you can still use them. A good example is I have these little rubber um, nymphs, and I use them just like a fly, just as if I would a fly on the fly rod. So, you know, you can still use rubbers, like stuff like the stuff released to the grease makes R2G. Uh, he makes a lot of rubbers and stuff, and those little rubber worms and stuff, you can use them on a fly rod. So, um, fly tying and fly fishing is a very versatile kind of thing. So I'm glad you guys are along on the journey with me. I appreciate it.
Mom got her bubbles in.
Mom got her bubbles in, so when Mom's neck gets all healed up, we're gonna go out and fish the bubbles. And yeah, very very cool. So last week I showed you guys.
The roof fly. We made the roof fly.
I showed you guys this that I made for Rue. Now these colors, so like you guys always hear, if you hear the superfly, I will tell you good colors for fish are pink, orange, red, and white. Those colors are really fishy colors, especially if you're a pan fisherman. So if you go out for any kind of pan fish, so you guys are going to see in my videos, if you go back on my channel, I catch a lot of rock bass, I catch a lot of perch, I catch a lot of crappies, bluegills, sunfish, uh, you know, all those little pumpkin seeds and all those little kinds of fish like that, chubs. I catch a lot of fish like that, and I fish a lot of these small things. And I'm one of those guys who is very happy to go out and catch them. Now in Ferg's neck of the wood, he's got cichlids, he's got different kinds of cichlids and stuff like that. Um, all those little like cichlids and stuff, they will hit flies like this. These are all little snacky foods for them.
Dominic said, "Is there a way to make the fly go further? I tried putting a split shot."
Yes. So you could put a split shot on there. It will take the flies further, but here's the problem. Depending on the fly, if you have a split shot there, like so for the like this fly here, if you put a split shot right in front, it'll dive it right down into the ground, and it won't give you a good action. Now, if you put the split shot up a little bit, like say maybe a foot up from the fly, then as the split shot goes down, the fly is going to go slower down, and it'll just drift a little bit slower down as it drifts down. So you can absolutely do that, and even on your fly rod you can do that. So I'll give you a really good example. The crayfish, which I've got right here. So these crayfish flies, which I tied a couple weeks back, when I fish these, I tuck a split shot right up to the eye of the hook. And what happens is this fly, because it's so foamy, the split shot brings it down, but the foam keeps it up and the arms stay up. So they're waving as like, when you see the crayfish in the rocks. And this is when I just drag it slowly, it just bounces slowly along the rocks. So even on my fly rod, I will use a split shot to make certain flies go down. And then of course, like I said, if you're not using the fly rod, then you can use the plastic bubble, which takes the flies out there further. And you can buy those bubbles in all kinds of sizes, from small to
Bigger.
to larger.
Yeah.
Um, What else was I going to show you? I was going to tie something else for you guys. Oh, yeah. I want to show you guys how to make uh, an indicator for your flies, for if you're fly fishing, uh, because it's very important to uh, be able to see. Let me just reach here and get it. I put them over here. Okay. So on my fly rod, I made all these like foam indicators here, and these are really cool. They're really foamy. I'll show you this. They come in any. You can make them any color, whatever is easiest for you to see. I usually like to use them in white because I can see it really good. And but this one is a yellow, and I just want to show you how, since I got my rod here. I want to show you guys how to apply an indicator. So this is my little Tenkara rod, and I'm just going to undo the first couple of loops of line so I can show you guys how to apply it. But you will apply it the same way you would on this rod as you would a regular fly rod. So you see you got your leader line, right? And then you got your fly line. Well, on these, you basically, it's a little bit kinky here. You take your line, you put it through your indicator on both ends, and then you can slide it up wherever you want to put it. I like to put it up over the fly line. Let's see if I can get it there now. I'll show you in a minute how to make these. They're pretty easy to make. So I like to put it over the fly line like that. So now that's your indicator, and then your fly obviously comes off at the end of your line, right? So this way, this acts just like a float would on a regular rod. As soon as you see this indicator move in any different direction or go under the water, you immediately set the hook and you got a fish. And the good thing about them, they're cheap to make. You can make a bunch of them in a hurry, and they last for many, many trips. I've made so many, I'm probably never going to use them all, to be honest. But let me show you how I make those, because it's a really good thing to know how to make. So the first thing you're going to need is some thick broom bristle, and I've got these thick black ones. And what I like to do is take my looping pliers and
Jody,
yes,
is
honey.
there something else someone can use besides a broom bristle? Because you're gonna have to buy a whole broom to get a bristle.
Right. So if you don't have a broom bristle,
what can you use?
I will show you. Okay. Now it'll add a little bit of weight to your float.
Yeah, I would think so.
But it's an alternative.
Okay.
So if you don't have broom bristle, guys, you can use
a Christmas
ornament and hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to do it the same way you do with a broom bristle. Okay. Now, I recommend the broom bristles.
Yeah, you can show us that way.
So I'm going to show it on a broom bristle, but it'll be the same exactly as a Christmas ornament. Hook. So you can put a loop on the end with your looping pliers on one end. And then on the other end of it, you're going to put it in your looping pliers, and you're going to make the loop exactly in the same direction. Like so. All right. So now you can see on either end you have a loop, and you're going to have a little bit sticking out of your on one end. So on that end, you're just going to give it a little trim like so. All right. Now, what you're going to do, and this is going to flatten it out just a little bit on the end, but that is perfectly okay as long as the loop is there. So you're going to take it, put it into your vise, give it a little pinch. And then you're going to take your thread, your fly tying thread, in this case, clear monofilament thread. It's like a clear nylon thread, which I use on all my flies. And you're going to tie through the middle of it. And that is going to keep it all together. And then there'll be a little piece over. You just cut off the tag piece. And I'm just going to use, let me see here. I'm going to use a piece of purple. So I got some purple fun foam. You can use whatever color fun foam you have. You just want to hold it up next to your thing and in between the two eyes on either end. That's how the size you want it to be. So you're going to cut a strip of that. Like so. All right. It's a little wide on this end. So I'm just going to cut another millimeter of that off. This is a great indicator. I have used them when trout fishing and panfish fishing, and it's really good. So what we're going to do, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to take my thread and I'm going to tie it off now because we no longer need it. The rest is just pretty much glue. We're going to snip that. Get your crazy glue ready. And you're going to take your strip. You're going to add some crazy glue. Of course, it gives me trouble whenever I'm with you guys. You guys are trouble. Oh, and it ran out. Okay. So take your crazy glue, rub a little bit on your purple or whatever color you're using on your foam, and then you're going to pinch it onto your either metal hanger or plastic. And then what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around. I'm going to say about 3 times. And then let me turn the vise around. Then once it's wrapped 3 times around, you're going to apply a bead of crazy glue like this. And you're just going to hold it down. And you're just going to count a few Mississippis. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 5 Mississippis. Okay, and it's, as you can see, it's stuck on there now. So you can take your scissors and you can just trim it off. And if it's not 100% flush, you can just take your scissors and trim it flush. And there you have an indicator. And then your line goes through and through there, just like I showed you. And
Red Catfish is here. It's me, Red Rooster.
Red Rooster, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. H&M, welcome in. Agent Agent M is in. Love you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so that's an indicator. You can make them in your favorite colors. And if you're a fly fisherman, this is or a carp fisherman, then this is the kind of little floaty indicator that you want to fish with. So they're easy to make, and they're a lot cheaper than buying them in the stores because store-bought indicators are expensive. And for like one sheet of foam, you could make many, 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 many indicators. So I wanted to show you guys that. I've been meaning to show you guys that for a while because I'm like, that's kind of like a beginner's thing. And I'm thinking about other easy flies to show you guys, like the pink tickle. I tie a fly called the pink tickle, and it is fairly easy to tie. It's a micro woolly bugger, essentially. So I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you how I tie it. What? What? I don't know.
Because he said he's at a hospital now.
No. Red Rooster is a friend of mine that I met in another chat,
Oh, nice.
and he was in a bad accident. He hurt himself on a motorcycle.
Oh,
He got in a motorcycle accident.
no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, your mom's leaving, honey.
Okay, Mom's got to go, guys. She's like I said, she's got a sore neck, so she's it's because her son is a pain in the neck all the time. So, yes. Where was I? I forget what I was talking about. Anyways, I got these little grayish, they're not quite black. They're more like a grayish, smoky gray bead. And for the pink tickle, I like to put on one of these. They're like just a glass bead. And I'm going to try and not spill them on the floor. We all know how Superfly loves spilling his beads on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bead and I'm going to carefully, let me put this back on my vise, losing track. So I'm going to carefully try and put this bead on the hook like so, and then put the hook in the vise so the bead does not come off the hook. Yay, I accomplished that. Are you guys proud of me?
Yes.
I did not spill a single bead. Woohoo! All right, so I can put the beads back on the table. And I'm going to need some light. So I've got two different color pink feathers. I've got the hot pink and the light pink. For this one, the tail is going to be light pink. And of course, this is my trusty feather boas. I get them at the party store. You guys didn't know the Superfly likes the feather boas, eh? All right, so I got a nice fluffy pink feather from the feather boa. I'm going to take my thread. This fly is popular with the ladies. You can ask Mrs. Superfly and the mother of the Superfly. These flies catch a lot of fish, and they look pretty, and they're just fish catchy. The fish love these flies. So I'm going to ply my thread right below the bead. I'm going to bring it down to the tail. I'm going to trim off that little tiny tag piece. I wonder where Jared is. I haven't seen Jared tonight. All right. And
people come in later, honey.
Some people come in later. We're all welcome to come and go as we please here. Okay, so I took this section that has the most fluff, and I'm going to just fold the spine like this so that the fluffy part of the feather is at the end. And then I'm going to trim off the spine because we no longer want that. And then I'm going to place the pile of fluffy feathers below the bead and tie it down. Like so. All right. Now I'm going to go into my box of dubbins, and I have all kinds of dubbins in here.
Catfish is in a lot of pain.
Huh?
Catfish said he's hurting a lot.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain. We should keep him in our prayers, honey.
I'm gonna pray for red catfish,
Red rooster.
red rooster, because like I said, he was in a very bad motorcycle accident, and he's just getting out of the hospital, and we love you, brother, and we hope that you make a speedy recovery, and yeah, we just pray that Jesus covers you with the precious blood,
Yes.
and we just pray that you're healed in every way, and that you don't suffer too badly, and you are always welcome here, my friend. You are always welcome here, and if you can, as long as you can stay, you just stay with us, and if you have to go rest, or if you need a break, I know being on the computer or tablet or whatever, it can be very hard. So you do what you got to do to be comfortable. And just know that regardless where you are, you're in our prayers, and we love you, brother. And we have faith that Jesus is going to heal you quickly. So just take her easy. And we are honored that you come to visit us. We're very honored.
Absolutely.
Now I've got about 10 million. Oh, you know what? I was never going to find it there. I just happened to look over onto my computer desk.
There it is.
There's my pink, my hot pink. So to set off that light pink and this smoky bead, I'm going to put this hot pink dub in, and I'm just going to finger dub it on. I do that a lot. Actually, you know what? I normally finger dub it, but I want to show you guys a technique, and I feel this is just a good moment to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have these tools, which I have made. You can purchase them, but not from me, of course, but you can purchase them in the store. They're called the Dubbin Twister. And as you can see, I have two different sizes. I have a very large Dubbin Twister, and I have a very small Dubbin Twister. And I just made them with safety pins, basically, and then a bell sinker. And what a Dubbin, I'm going to use the little one on this because it's just a very tiny, tiny fly. What a Dubbin Twister does is basically you hook your thread onto either one of the hooks. See it you can hold it there like so. And what you can do is now you can put your thread back up, tie it onto your fly, and let it dangle like that. And see this little loop? See, I'll stick my finger in the loop. You got this little loop here. Now you can put materials in there like dubbins or feathers. And basically what you can do is you can just spread it out into your loop like so. And then you can twist it. And as you can see, I'll do it off to the side so you can see, it catches on to your dubbing materials. And then you can just pick off any that sticks out, or you can comb them with a brush. I have a different dubbing brush, but I'm going to show you this brush. If you ever need a dubbing brush, you can just put a piece of Velcro on a popsicle stick, and it makes a very gentle little kind of brush for brushing out little tiny spots, like so. And now what you can do is you can wrap your dubbing around your hook, like so. And it keeps it all nice and tight in there. And then at the end, I take my thread, I wrap it around the dubbin loop. That's called a dubbin loop. And then I tie it down. And now what I can do is I can trim the thread from the dubbin loop off like so. And now you got a nice little fuzzy body. So that's a tool that you can use. And if you want to just comb out your dubbin a little bit, you can comb it out, and anything that kind of comes out of there is good because it won't be tied down onto your thing. And then I like to just comb it back a little bit, like so. And then you can just whip finish it off or half hitch it off, which I just did. But for the sake of it, I'm going to do a whip finish today. I don't think I whip finish enough, so I'm just going to whip finish it off. And if you don't have a whip finisher, or if you don't like your whip finisher, you can do the half hitches. So just grip it with your two fingers, twist your wrist, twist it again, tie it down. There you go. That's all the ways. Oh, and there is one more way, which if I have my little thing handy, I will show you. I forget which tool it had it on. Is it this one? Yes, this was the tool. So I have a little bodkin where you can pick out your little fluffs and whatever. So basically what you can do is you can wrap your thread. This one is very tricky. You can wrap your thread twice on there, put it up to your thing, and then you can tie it down with that. So that's those are all the ways you can tie down a fly. Oh, here's my other bodkin.
Owen just popped in, honey.
Hello, Owen. How's it going? So yeah, so see, any tool that you have with those little things, usually bodkins do have them. You can just put them on, tie them down, bada boom. And this fly is a particularly good fly. It's very small, it's very light, and it is very, very fish catchy. I call them the pink tickle. And it is essentially, it's a micro woolly bugger, but in pink. And this fly has caught me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of fish.
I like it.
It's pretty, it's easy, and it's fish catchy. And see that little bead? This fly just, when you cast it out, it just slowly flutters like a little kiss down to the fish. And when it reaches the level where those fish are at, and it's slow, it's not going to just pound into the water. As it gets down, it is so fish catchy. So yeah, so that's another one for your fly box. Speaking of fly box, all the flies that I tied this evening, so the tadpole and the pink tickle, will be going into the. Oh, hey, hey! I know somebody special's in the house. G-Man! Happy birthday, G-Man! It's G-Man's birthday. He is in the house. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear G-Man. Catch those fishies for you and many more. Happy birthday, G-Man. G-Man's a rock star. G-Man's a rock star. He was on Fishy Things today, and
It was a good interview,
what a
G-Man.
me and the Mrs. Superfly watched that one. Uh, thank you so much for shouting me out, G-Man. G-Man set me up with Fishy, and him and Papa last week. Papa also shout me out. So I can't go anywhere without you guys calling me out now. So I guess I'm going to be the next one on Fishy's radar now. So thank you so much for that, G-Man. And at all of you, anybody who's been calling me out to Fishy, I love you guys so much. You guys are super amazing. So yeah, so I made this little logo for you right before I came on to celebrate your birthday, G-Man, because you're a special guy. I love hanging out in your chats, me and Agent M and all the rest of the gang. So if you guys don't know who G-Man is, definitely go to G-Man's channel and hit him up. He's uh he's a super cool guy. Uh, yeah, I'm honored to know him and all of you guys who come in here and chat it up with me and watch me tie my crazy bugs and whatever. Very honored to have you guys here. Uh, I've come a long way in a very short time, and meeting you guys and you guys are just incredible.
Oh,
There you go. Oh, and subscribe to G-Man. Absolutely. There he is. Solo. He wants the Jody fly box. I know it. Oh, wait. Is the G-Man HBO box? That's it. That's it. Solo, my main man. Solo's in here. Bambi's in here. You guys are awesome. Just so you guys know, Solo and Bambi were the first two to come into my chats and subscribe. So I appreciate them. You will always forever be in my heart for that. And so many of you have come and joined me, and I just feel incredibly blessed. What are you laughing at?
He's been here, but he's just been lurking.
I know this. I know Solo's a lurker. I knew he'd be here. He just does. You know what? Solo doesn't want to get me started because he knows if he gets me started, I'm never going to tie any flies.
Yeah. Well, you tied two already.
I did tie two. I tied two flies.
Nice and simple and.
Nice and simple.
They'll do the job.
They will do the job. They will do the job. All these little little flies. So here's you got to make them buggy. You got to make them so like if you're pan fishing. If you're pan fishing.
Catfish is leaving. He needs rest.
Okay, Catfish. Love you, brother. Definitely get your rest. We are here whenever you want us. We are here for you, brother. And you are in our prayers now. And every night we pray. And when we have lunch, we pray. And when we wake up, we pray. Will be in our prayers. And we know God's got you, and He's gonna heal you. So have a good rest of evening, and we love you very much. Yeah.
So you're not tying the papa fly?
The papa fly, the copper papa fly.
Popper.
Wow.
I thought you were.
that's not a simple one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not a simple one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'll show everybody. Here,
Sorry.
let me show everybody the
I
copper.
thought you were.
No, no, I'm not tying that today. That's a I tied up this for our good friend Papa. Pop fishing with Papa. This is the copper Papa popper. That's a mouthful. Say it 5 times fast. Copper Popper Papa. Popper Papa. Anyways, I tied this for him, uh, and as a thank you for him shouting me out and just being a fantastic friend, uh, as you all are. I can't believe how often you guys are talking about me when I'm not around, like in a positive way. Um, you guys are so incredible. Like I don't know what I did to have friends like you, but I just thank God that I have friends like you guys.
And that one's for Seth.
This one's for the Sith. Hell, did I ever show G Man his fly? I wanna G Man. I want to show G Man the fly I tied for G Man. I still one day got to get some of you guys get to these flies, but
Oh yeah.
I tied this for the G Man.
That's cool.
G Man's like, I want to fly with my name on it, so I tied this.
It's very animated.
It's a very animated. I put like crazy eyes on it, and I wrote his name on it. The tail is very sparkly. It's very buggy and very swimmy. And it was my intention to send this to G-Man. And one day I'm still going to somehow figure a way to get all of you guys those flies. I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to get them one day. One day I've got to figure that out. But since G-Man's in the house, I wanted to show him his G-Man fly.
Oh, honey, Owen is asking if you saw his pole.
His pole?
Yeah.
Did you see my
Did
pole?
you make one?
I definitely did not, Owen. I definitely did not. I'll have to
do that.
I'll have to do that.
It was on his channel. He said.
It was on his channel. I did not see it.
Okay.
But I will definitely make it a point to go there and checks it out. So that one's for the G-Man. I got this idea I'm working on for you guys where yes, they can't see me, they can't see the vice. Let's see if I can clear this up so they don't have to see my ugly mug.
He also tagged you on a post.
He tagged me on a post.
Yeah, Owen.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Someone said that G-Man fly looks like G-Man. Just kidding.
The G-Man fly looks like G-Man. It's awesome. That's why it looks so good. What
Another simple one.
I am gonna. I was gonna. I showed the Sith one.
No,
did I not show? I did.
Took out the G-Man one.
Yeah, I showed G-Man. I was gonna show everybody. This is the fly I tied for the Sith today.
Yeah, because he reached 10K.
Sith reached. For anybody who doesn't know, the Sith reached 10,000 subscriber mark today. Yeah. So we were congratulating the Sith. Now this one's all blurry, see? So it's going to be hard to see it, but it's all like metallic and wiggly, and this is going to be a crazy fly. I'm hoping to fish with some of these flies this week, and when I fish with them, I'm going to shout you guys out while I fish with them. Obviously, you know, I don't live stream, wah, wah, wah. But I can still call you guys out while I'm fishing. And obviously, I can do little cool doodle graphics like this next to your name and be like, yeah, calling you guys out. So here's the thing. I got this little thing for pills. And I have this idea, which I need to write down the full thought process before I do it. But I can show you guys kind of what I have in mind. So there's 31 days in the pill container. And what my idea was Let me just. I'm going to take down G-Man's thing for a second. I'll put it back up in a minute. Uh, so I have this little blue counter that I made, and basically it's a countdown counter which just ticks through from 1 to 31. And my plan is when I show the counter, and I'll just say pick a number, guys, from 1 to 31, and the closest one, whatever the counter shows, I'll be like, put your name into one of these slots. And when I'm fishing, I'm going to honor you guys by fishing a fly that we choose together in the slot in the beginning of any of my fishing episodes where I fish. So that's kind of the. I haven't got it all completely worked out in my head, but that's kind of what I'm working on. Let me put G-Man's birthday back up.
Um, Ikonia, is that G-Man's wife? Thank you for the birthday shout out for my husband. He had a
Yes,
great Sturgeon Weekend anniversary and birthday.
he absolutely.
Okay.
That is the Mrs.
Oh,
G-Man.
nice, nice.
Yes, and she is also always welcome into my chat.
Oh, nice.
Yes. As a matter of fact, let me blue her up. I'm going to blue her up to Mrs. G-Man. Yes, it was a fantastic weekend. It was a fantastic weekend, hanging out with you guys, being in G-Man's chat, and being with the Sith. Uh, yeah, it was great. We had a spectacular time, and like I said, I also had some good thing happen to me on my other channel, my newest channel, where we worship and pray and do Bible studies and stuff. I only have 10 subscribers, but YouTube decided I don't need 50 subscribers, and they let me live stream on there. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm part of a pilot program or if they're changing the rules, or maybe the fact that I have the two channels that are over 50 subscribers accounted for that or something. I have no idea. But I was always under the impression you need 50 subscribers. And well, in my case, apparently you don't. So I don't know what happened, but thank you to YouTube for that. And maybe God had his hands on it. You never know. You never know. So, yeah. So very exciting. Um,
So you're gonna tie something for the pillbox, or you're just gonna tie something?
no. Who's asking?
Oh,
Nobody.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh,
Nobody. I am.
the Miss Superflies. What am I going to tie? Do you guys have any requests of things you want to see? Definitely the tadpole and the pink tickle are going to go into the fly box, which we all know Solo is dying to get. So when we reach that 100,000, or not 100, when we reach the 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be figuring out how to mail out that box. Somebody is going to get that in a draw regardless. And I know it's going to be super expensive, but one way or another, one of you guys are going to get it. And I will figure it out. Actually, let me, again, I hate having to zoom in this thing. Here's a little. Owen was asking me about tiny flies,
Okay.
like tiny, complicated flies.
Okay.
This is a tiny, complicated one. This one is very realistic.
Wow.
It's not showing up very well.
Actually, it's better when you put the palm in front of it.
Yeah, I know, but
Wow.
hang on. I gotta try and figure a way to show you guys this. So this is a very realistic,
Wow, Jody.
and this is a very tiny one, and I'll show you the underneath. That's what it looks like from the bottom. So that's the fisheye view.
Wow.
So always when you're tying flies, especially ultra realistic ones, remember what the fish is going to see. That's what you want to know. So if you're tying any floating flies that are floating on the surface, you want to make sure that the underside is as realistic to what the underside of a bug will be. But basically, if you just make it look buggy, it will be fish catchy. So just Just bear that in mind. If you make it look buggy, it'll be fish catchy because those fish like to eat bugs. So eh, that's how I know. And when I tie realistic sort of things, I show them to the Mrs. Superfly, and if she gets all cringy, I know I've done a good job. And if she goes, "Oh, that's cute," well, there's a 50-50 chance it's okay.
Hey, why
So,
don't you?
why?
Because I'm hearing kids and stuff around.
Don't worry about the kids. We
But
can
I
hear.
know it bothers you.
It's okay. We can hear the kids.
Okay.
What did Solo say?
Well, you're not using
I
fancy
need to
stuff.
make 818 YouTube accounts and subscribe to you so I can get my fly box. Solo's determined. Solo really wants it. Just so you guys know, for anybody who doesn't know, this is the Jody's fly box. I do create them myself, so I make the box. As you guys know, I do a lot of artsy stuff digitally, and with the puppets and everything. And if you open it up, there are two more little boxes in there, and each one of the boxes has flies in it. So these were the last couple of flies from the last couple of weeks, which are also a little bit on the simpler side. And I'm going to put the two flies that we made tonight in there, and we'll start filling this one up. The other side is already starting to get full up. There are some really big flies in there. We got mayflies in there. We got some articulated goldfish in there. We got some poppers in there. So it's starting to get filled up. So when I reach the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do the draw. One of you lucky people are going to go in there. And as a matter of fact, let me put this aside. I'm going to take down G-Man's birthday thing for a minute. And I'm going to post up. Give me a second. When you guys see the Flybox logo, which I'm going to put up in the corner in a second, the first one who writes, "I want a Jody's Flybox," after that logo goes up, I will put your name in the draw for a Jody's Flybox. So on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not in the corner. Hang on. That's the big logo. There's the little logo. So the first person,
Owen.
Owen. Owen wants a Jody's Flybox. All right. I think Bambi's in the draw already.
She said she doesn't fly fish. She just likes hanging with us.
Yeah, but you know what, Bambi? I know you've got a Kid Noble who might want a Jody's Flybox. So if you win it, you could win it for Kid Noble. There's something to keep in mind. What I'm going to do is the first two people are going to be nice tonight because today's a celebration day. So Owen was the first and Dominic was the second. Your names are both going in the draw for a Jody's Flybox because you guys are incredible. So those names will be going in the draw. Congratulations, guys. I wish you all the best of luck because I can't wait to see who wins that box. And we're doing pretty good. 182 subscribers. So in 46 days, I've only been live streaming for 46 days. And in that amount of time, from every Sunday, I got 147 subscribers in 46 days. And before that, I only had 35 subscribers in 3 years. So that's pretty good. Let me take off the Flybox logo. I'm going to put back up the G-Man's birthday. Happy birthday, G-Man! I just like saying it. Happy birthday, G-Man. You guys are awesome. So yeah, go check out G-Man's channel, everybody, and the Sith's channel. And yeah, they're a bunch of cool guys, bunch of cool guys. And it was great hanging out with you guys for all your celebrations and parties this weekend. So great, Monument.
She's just behind me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna do a little top water minnow pattern. I think for you guys. What time is it? 8:30. Oh yeah, we got lots of time. Lots of time. The good thing about these little simple flies is that first of all, I can chat with you guys and get a bunch of flies done. So that's always cool. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna do this little minnow pattern, and I mean it's a little pattern, but again, it's top water and it's very fishy. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab ourselves a hook, and I'm gonna use a long shanked hook. I use a lot of these other hooks, but I'm gonna use a longer shank hook if I can find a good one. Give me a minute. These ones here will do. So I'm going to use a long straight shanked hook. It's not like long, just compared to an egg hook, which is a short shank hook. And the size I'm going to use is a size 8 on the measuring. So I'm going to slam that into the vise. So as you can see, not super ginormous, but it's going to be very fishy, and I catch a lot of fish with them. So I'm going to grab my clear nylon thread. I'm going to attach it below the eye. Move the camera a little bit over this way so I don't interfere with G-Man's birthday. I don't want to hide the fly behind G-Man's birthday. It's G-Man's birthday. G-Man's in the house. I was hoping he was coming to say hi to me. The G-Man. All right. So because we're making a little minnow pattern, we're going to use some white. This is going to be a very white fly. So there's going to be a lot of white in it with a splash of other color. So we're going to take some white feather, and you want to pick one that's fluffy. Now this particular bag of feathers has been really picked through. So bear with me. So I found a. I'm dropping stuff on the floor, guys. Put that in there. So I found a little piece that's still good. When I go through that bag, I have to work for it. So I'm going to do the same as I did with the tadpole. I'm going to put the spine all together, and then I'm going to get the nice fluffy part sticking out the back. Now this one, we're going to add some sparkly spark to. I'm just going to trim off that spine because we don't need it anymore. And we're going to attach this onto our hook. And depending on the length of your hook and your feathers that you found, sometimes the feathers are long. You can put them up to the eye. Sometimes you just need to attach them from the middle to back, like so. What are you looking at, Miss Superfly?
I've just never seen the clouds like that before. That's pretty awesome.
The clouds are cool. She's looking at clouds, guys. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is add some sparkly to this fly. And I thought I had a bag of sparklies there, but I don't. So I'll have to start from scratch. So thank you, Temu, for all the very cheap crystal flashes. I'm going to use a clear crystal flash. And do I have one that's open? I do not have one that's open. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. There we go. I'm going to use this crystal flash in pearl. So I need one strand of that. And I can put that away. If you buy this stuff on Temu for probably about $3, you can get 4 or 5 packages of it. If you buy it at a sporting goods store where they sell fly tying materials, you're gonna pay, at least here in Canada anyways, you're gonna pay like $7 to $8 for one package of that stuff. So I try to buy it on Temu because I like to save money. So what I did was I bent it in half and I tied 2 of the ends down onto my fly. And I'm gonna tie them to the back. And I'm gonna trim it off just at the length of where the feathers stop. Then I'm going to flip over my fly to the side. I get stuffy when I keep my head down. That's one thing about fly tying. So I get very stuffy doing this. I'm not sure how that works, but anyways.
Catfish said he can't sleep, so he came back.
Oh,
I can't imagine.
Catfish, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that it's so hard for you.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even imagine. And my dad rides motorcycles too, so I'm always worried about him getting into accidents and stuff. All right. So we got our crystal flash in our flies. And then the next thing we're going to do.
Ace Timing says, hello, Superfly.
Hey, Ace, what's going on, man? Okay. So now this fly, we're just tying up a little tiny minnow, topwater minnow pattern. So this fly is, you only need a little bit of foam, a very thin strip. So I'm going to cut off some of this foam here because we don't need that wide of a strip. I might have still made it too wide. It just needs to be enough to make it float on the top. So we've cut it about that width. And what we're going to do is we're going to face it over the front like this, and we're going to fold it back over the back. But what we want to do is you want to take the edge, touch it to where the bend of the hook is, so just where you tied in your feathers. And you're going to start tying it down there, and you want to do a couple little loops to hold it in, like this. And then you're going to, as you go up the fly, you're just going to pinch it into little tiny sections till you get up to the eye of the hook. Make sure to hold up your foam. Make sure your hook eye is free. And when you pull it back, you'll know. So, yep, our hook eye is free. All right. And then you can just leave that hanging like that. And we're going to take some. And you can use a lot of different things for this now, guys. But
Oh, honey, does Dad have a camera on his motorcycle? Because Catfish said that would be a good idea.
I don't know if my dad does have a camera on his motorcycle.
We should tell him.
So I'm gonna I get
Oh,
so
that's pretty.
if you go to your local dollar store or Walmart or whatever, and you buy some of these ribbons, they come like a curly ribbon for wrapping gifts. You can use a nice piece of metallic ribbon to make the belly. Um, I was going to use this white here, but I just decided last minute to change my mind. And I want to use actually this kind of like pink, just to make the belly a little pink. So I'm going to do that actually instead. And the good thing about fly tying is you can switch your colors up quite easily. If you're not happy with the color choice you made, you can always swip it up. So I'm going to unwrap some of this off of here. Like so. And you want it to be probably 3 or 4 lengths of your hook, because as you wrap it on, as I've explained before in the past to you guys, when you're wrapping a material on, it gets like, even if you think, oh, it's only got to be that long, it gets less and less as you wrap it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it in at the point where I stopped on our foam at the top. And I'm going to wrap this one down to the bottom like so. And I'll just leave my thread there. No, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Sorry. Pay no attention to the Superfly. Do not do as I do, because sometimes I make mistakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this. How am I going to tie that now? It's been a while since I tied this pattern.
Really?
I made a but I made so many of these that I haven't needed to in a long time. But
Wow.
now that I'm showing you this, I'm going to do what I told you I was going to do. Sorry. I'm going to start at the back. I'm going to tie it in. Then I'm going to bring my thread up to the front and leave it there. And then I'm going to start wrapping our ribbon. I love these metallic ribbons. They're just so awesome. And they are very, very fish catchy materials. So at the top, I'm going to do an extra wrap. And the reason I did the extra wrap is because when I catch this with my thread, if you don't do that extra wrap, it's going to show what's underneath. So now I'm going to trim that ribbon. Be very careful when you trim your ribbon that you don't trim your thread off. I have done that numerous amounts of times. And I'm going to do a couple of wraps just to tighten that down. All right, and then make sure that I don't crowd my eye, which I haven't, which is good. Okay, so it's starting to look really, really, really good. Now for this fly, you need to have a pair of eyes on it, but you don't want to put like a bead eye because it'll start dragging it down. It'll be too heavy. So you need something very, very light. Now the thing I'm going to show you guys is how like to make it would be a mono eye, like monofilament, but we're not using mono. We're going to use our good old trusty broom bristle.
Oh, Bambi's gonna leave, honey.
Okay, Bambi. Much love, Bambi. Take care. Take it easy. We love you. And we'll catch you again really soon. Bambi's one of my biggest supporters. She really is. She's so super cool. She comes to mostly all of my lives. She comments on all the things I post. She's just an incredibly, incredibly great friend. So we love you, Bambi, and we always look forward to seeing you. And if you have any questions, you know where to leave them, Bambi. Say hi to Kid for me, eh? All right. Lots of love. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to leave about 3 millimeters of broom bristle out the end. We're going to take our flaming torch of death, and then we're going to quickly drop it down on our fly, on our vise. Now, what that does, and I'm going to show you guys, is it makes a little flat eye so that when I wrap that eye in, now our little fish is going to have an eye. It doesn't show that good. What's my camera all blurry? Hang on.
Yeah, you're purple. Yeah, you're so mistake.
Let's see if I can clear that up for you guys. How's that? Better? Somewhat? Sort of? There we go. All right. So as you can see, that made a little eye for our little fish without having a heavy weight on it. Because if you use little beads, the two little glass beads will start dragging this fly down. Because he's a very little tiny, super little fly, right? So what you want to do now for this part is you want to measure that thing to the width of your foam. So you're going to take your hemostats and you're going to put them on the other side. So now that's the width in between your two eyes, like that. So we're going to take our scissors, which are here on my messy table. We're going to cut another 3 millimeters of broom bristle off.
Fly time with Nimby.
Nimby's in the house. What's up, Nimby? Hey, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tying some deadly stuff. I'm tying some little small stuff today, brother Nimby. I'm doing a little minnow pattern.
You just got off work. Happy to drop in.
Nimby working hard. Okay. By the way, guys, if you want to go hang out with a cool guy, go check out Brother Nimby's channel.
Okay.
He is an incredible fly tyer. He is really good at explaining flies. So when he ties a fly, he explains it, he breaks it down. He is incredibly
Okay. I didn't. He ties flies.
He's a fly tyer and he's incredibly good at it, and he's a Canadian.
Oh.
So he's a fellow Canadian.
That's nice.
Yeah. So definitely check on Nimby's channel. He's got these little cute characters on the bottom, all these little animals.
Oh yes, I remember you telling me.
Yeah. And when I
Yes.
joined Nimby's channel, I used to be a chicken. And one day I was in Nimby's chat and he's like, Superfly, what animal do you want to be? And I'm like,
Oh yes.
yeah. So
That's
I'm like,
true.
I want to be a frog.
frog,
So
right,
he
right,
made
right.
me the little frog.
That's so cool.
So every time I go visit Nimby, I'm the little frog
That's
on Nimby's
cool.
channel. Yeah, it's really neat. I love spending time with Nimby. So yeah, so what we're gonna do on this little minnow now. This is a little topwater minnow Nimby. It's a very floaty topwater. And if you fish for any panfish, like rock bass or sunfish or bluegills or crappies, even perch, they will come up and take this fly quite readily. So we're just tying this in with some crazy eights. All right. And just to give this fly an extra little pop, I'm going to take some red dubbin, which will represent the gills of our little fish. And you only want a tiny, tiny little pinch. You do not want tons of dubbin. You just want a tiny little pinch. Oh, and before I wrap that on there, I'm going to take my crazy glue. And hopefully I'm going to take if you're ever using crazy glue or any kind of glues or nail polishes or any kind of things, always make sure you lift up your bobbin so that you do not drop any of these things in your threads. Because if you drop it in your threads and kill an expensive thread, like this thread is $7 to $8 per roll, you do not want to kill it. So don't do that. Always make sure you lift it up. If you have like a bobbin cradle like I do, you can always put it in your bobbin cradle like this and clip it onto your vise. And if you're ever shopping at Walmart and you see these little coat hangers like this, where they put your clothes on, pick them up because they make exceptionally good bobbin hangers. I have more than one of them. So I have a longer one and a shorter one. They make incredibly good cradles for your bodkins, and it'll keep you out of trouble. So now that we've done this, we're going to wrap our very little bit of dubbin onto our fly, like so. And that's going to represent the gills of our little minnow.
I was just going to ask you why so little.
Because it's only got to look for the like a gills.
Right.
It doesn't have to be anything else.
Right.
Right? And basically, what we're going to do, I just want to make sure that I don't carry too much of this down the fly because I don't really want it in there. Because we are using clear nylon thread, we can now wrap it down our fly in 1 millimeter turns and bring it down to the end. And as you can see now, the lines in the ribbon go both ways, like go one way, and then the thread goes the other way, and it makes it look like little scales on the fish.
Okay.
And what we're going to do now, we're going to fold over our foam. And when you fold it over, you don't want to pull it super, super tight, because the tighter you pull it, the less little air pockets will be in it, and it'll start to be a sinking fly. You still want this fly to float. So you want to have as many air pockets as you can, but you want to pull it tight enough that it sort of shapes the back of this floating minnow. And then what we're going to do, keep our finger on the back of it. We're going to come up with our thread, and we're going to put a few wraps in there. When you're wrapping your thread onto foams can cut fairly easy. I can't explain to you how to. All I can say is be gentle. You need to be tight enough to wrap it down, but gentle enough that you don't cut through your foams. And whenever you're a fly, if you have compressed foam, like if you compress it all with the thread, it will take away from its floatability. So if you're trying to make a floating fly, whatever foam you're using, you need some of that foam to be loose so that it'll float. But craft foam is really floaty, so it does a pretty good job. So now, before I cut my thread off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rounded scissors. If you don't have rounded scissors, you can still do this. You just have to be careful. And I'm going to gently cut a little rounded section at the back, like so. And I just left a little point in there, which I hate. It won't affect it, but I don't like it there. So I've cut it very round, like so. And now I'm going to take my 2 fingers, do the 2-finger half hitch.
Or they can use their hand.
Or you can use your whip finisher. Whip finisher.
Sorry.
I'll throw one in there just to do it.
And is the fan bothering you?
I don't believe the fan is bothering me, but oops. This is why I don't use a whip finisher, because I'm slower at it. I can do it, but I'm slower at it. But you can whip finish with your whip finisher. I'm not going to. I did a horrible job. Nimby's going to laugh at me. They're all going to laugh at you. I would not blame Nimby if he's laughing at me. Anyways, It can be done. I'm much quicker with the half hitches, and I have way more control over what I do.
Kid Noble said hello, honey.
There's the Noble. What's up, kid? Love you, brother. We were hanging out with your mom. She's so cool. Is kid blue? Kid's blue, right?
Yep.
All right. Kid is always welcome in my chats.
Mm-hmm.
Always, always, always. Okay. So this is it. And if you
Oh, Owen's gonna go, honey.
Owen's gonna go.
Yeah, he's got a big day tomorrow, so.
Yes. Well, Owen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We always appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you guys, and you guys are amazing. So, did I shout out Ferg's channel? Ferg was in here earlier.
No. He was?
Don't you remember Ferg was in here?
No,
Yes, he was.
I don't remember.
Yes, he was.
I'll
Anyways,
go through the chat, but okay.
anybody who's watching, Ferg, Fishing with Ferg was in here earlier, and he's got two channels, Fishing with Ferg and Ferg Jams, which are both incredibly cool channel. One is musical, where he's jamming with the guitar.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
And the other one is Fishing with Ferg, where he catches really cool fish. So you must remember I was talking about the cichlids and everything.
Yes,
That's
I
when
do.
Ferg was in. So he may or may not be lurking in the background, but that's okay. Whether he is or not, that's all right. I'm still gonna shout him out because I love Ferg. Go check his channel out. Hit that subscribe. He is super cool. What are you?
He's not in the chat at all, sweetheart.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to be in chat.
Oh, okay.
He
He's
was.
lurking.
He was earlier. He
He's
was.
lurking,
I
okay.
saw him. Don't worry. He was here.
Oh, Solo just confirmed it.
He was. Don't
He
worry.
was.
Solo knows. Solo knows.
Yes.
So, anyways, guys, you can take this fly as is. I still wish it was clearer for some stupid reason. It's not showing up that clear, which is driving me nuts. Wish I had a better webcam. But anyways, I'll have to hold it up. See if I can just pull. Maybe I can just pull my camera closer. How's that? Somewhat better. Can you see me now? How about now? You know those commercials? Can you hear me now? How about now? What about now? Maybe now? All right. Anyways, this is better than it was. I might have
You
to.
could probably see it better if you had a different shirt color on. You know I'm all about the shirt.
Maria always says you guys can't see because I wear this beige shirt, but I think it's the best because most of the flies I tie are darker flies. You can see them on the beige. If I wear my blue shirt or whatever, and now that it's summer's coming, I'm going to sweat profusely if I wear my blue shirt. But anyways, you can fish this fly as is,
Yeah.
and it will catch fish.
Yeah.
But there are extra things you can do to it, and you guys all know the Superfly is all about extra things. So keep this in your head. You can stop now. This is a fairly working fly right here, and I have caught ridiculous amounts of fish on it. But I like to put a lateral line, a little red lateral line on the side. And you could put a black lateral line. It doesn't matter. You could put a green lateral line. I just like to put something there as a lateral line. And that little bit of red just sets it off a little bit. And I just want to put a couple of dots, black dots with the black marker, not a lot. I mean, just a couple through the lateral line, just to break it up a little bit. And if you want, you can just put the odd little speck throughout the top of your fly. And it's just going to make it have a little minnowy effect like that.
Whitney's here, honey.
Whitney! Whitney's in the house! Whitney! We love you, Whitney. We love Whitney. Yes, we do. She came to watch me fly tying too. Now we just need Paul. Paul shows up, we're in trouble. Paul. He's probably cleaning up. He's either still live streaming or cleaning up his boat. Anyways, just to finish off, since we added these little touches, I'm just going to take my clear nail polish. In this case, it's Sinful Colors, but you can use Sally Anson's or whatever. I'm just going to gently, not rubbing, but tap over those black dots. Just gently like that. And then I'm going to turn my fly to the side, our little minnow, and I'm just going to touch the sides gently with the nail polish on both sides. And then what that's going to do is that's going to seal in all the little colors. And also, I'm just going to touch the eyes that we tied. I'm just going to do a little dab of nail polish, and it'll just make them sparkle a little bit. And I'm going to wipe off my brush. Never put your brush into your nail polish without making sure it's clear, because those little colors will get into your clear nail polish and change it a different color. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the floating minnow. Ta-da! And this little fly is going to, when it dries, go into here for you guys. So again, somebody's going to win it. And yeah, that's it. I'm just going to trim off this little, if you have any little fuzzies stick out from that red, it won't affect your fly, but I'm a perfectionist. I just don't want it there. So this is it.
You made 3 today.
So I made 3 flies. They're all a little bit on the simple side. Like I said, I've been kind of thinking about it that to try and show you guys for the next little bit, the next couple of weeks maybe, or week for sure. We'll just play it by ear, just showing you guys some simpler things so that you guys can know that you don't have to be intimidated by fly tying. You can tie patterns, and you can get out on the water and fish them. And a lot of them, like the underwater, like a lot of the little nymphies and stuff like that, you can take them under a float and fish them. You can drop shot them. You can ice fish them. Obviously, we're well away from winter, but you can drop shot these. And
Owen posted on your community page if that was all right.
Absolutely.
Everybody, Jody encourages.
Absolutely, Owen. I encourage you to post on my community page.
Yes.
I think maybe Owen's the first. So congratulations.
No.
I think so.
Really?
I think so. So if I'm as of today, I think he's probably the first. So congratulations, Owen, for being the first on the community tab.
He came back. He said he was going. He came back.
Owen said he was going, but he's like, I'm gonna post on the community tab.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that community tab is for you guys. I mean, face it, you're the community tab. And I also use it for announcements. So if I have to cancel for any reason on a Sunday, for example, Mother's Day, and this month will be Father's Day, I won't be live streaming on Father's Day. I don't think so, because I spend time with mom and dad, obviously. So if something should ever happen where I can't live stream on a Sunday, I will put it on the tab. If you go on the tab, obviously you're going to see my flies when I tie cool stuff, and I want you guys to see it. Obviously, it's going to be there. when I tie or when I catch fish. So every month I'm going to be posting up my fish catches. I'm at 158 fish for the year, which is not many for me. Trust me. This year seems to be really tough for fishing, but hopefully now we're going into June. The water's going to warm up. The fish are going to start hitting these
You should show the
flies.
other two because some people weren't in.
I put them already in the box.
Oh, that's okay.
They're already in the box.
Just so.
But they're going to start hitting top water now and all these other crazy bugs. So now it's going to be a feast. And I'm going to start hopefully working my way up to 300 fish days again. Mostly in the summer, I have 300 fish afternoons. And I'm not bragging, it's the thing. When I go out fishing, I have one of these little clickers. And every time I catch a fish, I click it. And the Mrs. Superfly also has a clicker, so she keeps me honest. So she every time I catch a fish, she clicks it. So at the end of the day, we match up our numbers so that the Superfly doesn't exaggerate his numbers. And pretty much that's it. I put up those things. So yeah, you guys are more than welcome. Put up your fish catches, put up your rods. If you make a rod, if you want to show off your rods, your reels, your gear, your lures, your jigs. If you guys want to show anything to do with fishing, throw it up there. If you have fishing jokes, if you, as long as they're clean, please, if you're using the community tab, be clean. Okay, we are not a dirty place. We are a clean place. We encourage families and children to look at our stuff. So even though we're set for not for children, it doesn't mean children don't come in and look at our stuff, because we encourage moms, dads, grandmas, and stuff to come in and watch together as a family. So keep that in mind, guys. But other than that, yeah, post your stuff on. We want to see it. I want to see what you do. You guys are my brothers and sisters. I want to see what you guys do. I want to see the fish you catch, the flies you tie, the different ways you fish. Uh, so yeah, make use of it. That's what it's there for. Um, I greatly appreciate you guys. So congratulations, Owen. I'm pretty sure you're the first to actually post something in there. So everybody follow Owen's lead and post something in there. And I will definitely I go through all when I get notifications. I go in there and I comment on your stuff. And I know I gotta go view. Mrs. Superfly took some notes. I gotta go to some of your channels and check out some of your stuff, your videos and posts and stuff. So, but absolutely. What time is it?
It's 9:12.
9:12.
Yeah.
9:12. I always run over with you guys because I say I'm going to be 2 hours, but you guys are just cool to hang out with. So I mean, I can't not run over time with you guys. But but yeah, just when you're fishing, make it fishy, make it buggy. If you're tying or make it really minnowy, like these little minnows, super fly. I mean, they're small, and when you twitch them, you basically with this fly, what you do is you cast it out on the water. It'll hit the water. Do nothing. Let it sit. Let the ripples dissipate, and then just tiny twitches. Because when you're fishing flies, a tiny twitch translates like a small twitch on the rod translate into a big movement. So you only need to do the very smallest twitches with your rod, or like twitch, and then peel some of your line in. Twitch, peel some of your line in, right? And those little fish are driven crazy by these little things. They come up and they just take them off the top of the water like a little candy. And because they're small, any fish can eat them. Now, don't be deceived and think that only little fish will eat them, because I've caught large bass on these. I've caught smallmouth. In the summer, all fish switch their thought process from wintertime to summertime. So what happens is in the fall and the spring, when the bugs start to disappear, like the bugs start to die and they start hibernating and all that kinds of stuff, those fish have to eat bigger things. So they start eating mice, they start eating crayfish, they start eating minnows and things that are in the water. In the summertime, when it's hot and the bugs are flying around and the little tiny snacks are, the little dragonflies are hatching and the mayflies are hatching, that's when those fish, they don't have to work so hard because it's not hard to eat a bug. They just have to swim over and grab it. Like they just a tiny little. Sometimes they just have to flick their head and eat it, or there's so much life in the water, they don't have to work that hard. So yeah, you can still catch fish on big lures in the summer, but I don't know if you guys have noticed that often in the summer, big lures kind of slow down, or they don't catch as much fish because fish are changing to smaller baits because they don't want a steak. They want to eat 100 Timbits rather than a large steak. So keep that in mind, guys.
417 OnlyFins is here.
OnlyFins, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're kind of wrapping it up,
Yes, we are.
but I'll be here for a few more minutes. I was just giving a little bit of a talk about smaller baits, smaller flies. Um, when I used to so bef- yeah, hang on, just let me close the door for a second. Ah,
Thank you.
we don't want any little buggies coming in here in the dark.
So is leaving, honey.
Solo is leaving. Solo, we love you.
And Nimby. Nimby.
Sto- Nimby's leaving too.
See, past 9 is.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I know. Sundays are bad. You guys got to work. Things happen. I get it. Uh, but I always appreciate you guys sticking around, and you guys are amazing, and I love you guys. So thank you, and you know what, you guys could, if there's any this, you can always go back and skim through it and check it out. Right, that's the joy of YouTube. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I 35 years ago, before I got into my fly fishing journey, fly tying and fly fishing, I used to be a bait fisherman too. So I used to fish with worms and all that. I used to use rubber jigs and all that stuff. Okay, Dominic, great seeing you, brother. You guys are all awesome. So so yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So I used to fish with worms and rubbers and lures and all those things uh, until I went full fledged fly fisherman. But when I used to use worms, I'm going to tell a funny story about worms. Uh, I used to use the tiniest part of the worm. Like I'd used to break them up into tiny little pieces, like just tiny. I never ever used a full worm. I just I'd use one worm and it would last me like 4 hours because I just break it up into small. So me and my at the time brother-in-law, uh, we would go fishing and we'd sit at the end of the dock fishing and fish with for these little fish for panfish and whatever. And one day, these two kids come running down the dock because they had seen us catching fish after fish after fish. And like, what are you guys using? So I looked at the kid and I said, I'm using sphincter. Know what a sphincter is? It's the small muscles in your a small muscle that opens and closes. That is a sphincter. So you have one sphincters in your throat. You have them in several parts of your body. I won't get all technical about that. But anyways, so I used to call that little worm part of the worm because I never knew what part of the worm was. I call it the sphincter. So these kids go bombing it back up to the pier where their mom was, and so they tell their mom, yeah, don't worry, it's all good. He goes, and we always joked about the sphincter, right? Like, what part of the worm is the sphincter? Anyways, so all of a sudden, the mother comes down the dock, and she's all polite and everything. She's like, "Hey guys, how are you?" We're like, "Good." She's like, "What are you fishing for?" So we told her, pan fishing, whatever. And she goes, "The boys weren't clear on what you were fishing with." And my brother-in-law looks at me, and he's like, "Don't do it, Joe. Don't do it." And I'm like, "We're using sphincter." And she's like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah. So if you go to your local bait shop or your local tackle shop or whatever, you'll go in there and you ask the person where the sphincter is, and they'll show it to you, and then you know then you buy this and you fish with it. It's the best bait." Anyways, she goes, she's, "Thank you guys, thank you so much," and she leaves. Well, she wasn't the only person that we've told about sphincter. Over our fishing career, every time anybody asks us what we're using, we just say sphincter. So it was probably about 3, maybe 4 weeks after that, running into that lady. I was in my local tackle shop or bait shop, and when I went in there, I overheard the person behind the desk or the counters talking to somebody, and they were asking. Somebody had called in on the phone and asked about sphincter, and so I start cracking up, and these guys are. I was looking at fly stuff, of course. These guys are asking me, "What's so funny?" Because I was like one of the only people in the store, and they said, "Well, these people keep calling and asking about sphincter." So I just start busting a gut. I'm cracking up. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, they go, "What is so funny?" I said, "I'm the guy who sends these people to you guys." I said, "Every time I'm fishing and people come down the dock and ask me for a sphincter, because they're like, 'What is this sphincter people keep asking?'" I'm like, "I tell them to go call you guys and ask for sphincter." I said, "It's earthworms, just a little broken up little piece of earthworm." Anyways, they start busting a gut, and I'm just like, I'm just laughing. I'm like, "So now when people ask you for sphincter, you just hand them a box of worms." Oh, Whitney's on the way out. All right, Whitney, love you so much. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are all amazing. Oh, Rooster, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry this is so hard on you. I'm sure everybody in here is wishes that you weren't going through this so bad. So sorry, man. Well, anyways, that's my sphincter story. So now, if you're ever fishing and somebody tells you about sphincter, uh, you'll know what it is. It's just earthworms, and you can blame the superfly. So yeah, that's it, ladies and germs. Uh, I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to clean up this disastrous mess. Every time I tie flies with you guys, I make a bad mess. But always a joy hanging out with you. Congratulations once again to the Sith reaching that 10,000 mark, 10,000 subscriber mark. Really cool. Happy birthday to G Man. Uh, we love you, G Man. Much love. And yeah, thank you, everybody. Go check each other's channels out. Go bounce around. Pick up. Uh, go bounce around, because the more you bounce around, the more people show up. Uh, it's a good tip. In the last 46 days, that's what I've been doing, hanging out with you wonderful, fantastic people. And clearly it's happening because I got up to 182 subscribers now. So just be friendly, be yourself, go around, uh, be polite, be courteous, share your stories, your adventures, and just show the love to people. And if you show the love to people, people will show the love back to you. Uh, so, also, I don't know between if I'll be talking with Fishy Things and Emmy, but most likely going to be the next person to be interviewed, probably by next week. If not, real soon for sure. Uh, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be on Fishy Things. He interviews people on Sundays usually. So if you got time, show up for that and give Fishy Things some love. Him and Emmy. And hey, Paul. What's up, Paul? Paul showed up. Paul's just saying, I got home and I'm saying goodnight. Paul, you honor me, buddy. Paul is a. Oh, Paul, now that I got you here, I asked you in your chat. I know you were busy fishing and whatever, but if just stick around for half a second. I never got a clear answer. Brandy knows about it, but I did ask if I'm going to be interviewed on Fishy Things. He's going to ask me who I recommend, who would might want an interview. If you think you're interested in that, Paul, I thought I would recommend you. So, um, if you're interested, I will when I get interviewed. I think it'll be Sunday coming. I will say I recommend Paul for the next interview. But if you're not interested, then let me know. Uh, let you think about it. Well, don't think too hard, okay? Because I'm gonna have to recommend somebody. So uh, if you're, let me know in the community tab if you have an answer. As soon as you come up with an answer, because I need to. If I get on the interview, I'm not just. And the thing is, I'm not the type of guy to just throw somebody's name out. uh, I would ask the person if they want that, because some people obviously don't want that for one reason or another. So, but so I will anybody who I recommend, it'll be asked. So if I don't come up with a thing, that'll be weird because Fishy's going to go, "Do you have a name?" And I'll be like, "Well, I
He said, let me pass on that.
let you pass."
Yeah, he's not.
All right.
And Finn said goodnight too.
Finn said goodnight. Any Finns? All right. Well, thanks, Paul, for letting me know. And
He hopes that's okay.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Anybody who's interested, uh, if you want to be interviewed by Fishy, let me know, because I can always put in a good word for you. There's like I said, I will never just throw somebody's name out there without asking if it's okay. Clearly, this is why, because Paul's gonna take a hard pass, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not gonna put you guys on the spot.
No, no.
I did want to be on Fishy's thing, so I know two spectacular guys who did shout me out and talk me up, Papa and G Man, and I am grateful for that they threw my name in the hat, because I do want to be interviewed by Fishy. Uh, so
Not everybody does.
yeah, not everybody does, and hey, you know what? I understand that. I absolutely do. But if you do want your channel shouted out, and Fishy is a really cool guy, so if you're interested, let me know. Leave it in the community, and I'll have some names to choose from to shout out. So it could be you. It could be you. So keep your eyes open for that. Uh, Fishy and Emmy. Oh, also, I'll be doing some couple of shout outs for a couple of really cool people this week. Um, Nimby. I'll be doing a puppet shout out for Nimby. I'll be doing one for Emmy, and I'll be doing one for Fishy. So sometime this week that'll be coming out. So keep your eyes out for that. It'll be posted on both my Laugh Out Loud channel and my fishing channel. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. If I'm fishing this week, I will be probably shouting some people out while I fish, fishing with some of your flies that I've tied for you guys. And we'll see how it goes. And I'll try and get on and live stream sometime during the week if I can. So, love you guys and take it easy. Be safe. Uh, get well, Rooster. We love you. We'll be praying for you and praying for all of you, really. And we love you. Take it easy. Keep your fly on the water. Fish on Canada or wherever else in your world you are. Tight lines. And peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Your phone's at 97.